Hello, America and beyond. Welcome back to AMTV News. I'm your anchor, Topher Morrison. It's Wednesday, November 7th, 2012. Gary Johnson contributed to Romney's loss. While many, including yours truly, thought Barack Obama, after polling below 50% and anemic job growth, would be offered up as a burnt offering, symbolically wiping clean the last 4 years and readying America for another type of big government, Mitt Romney was evidently, but not surprisingly, even more unpalatable to the American public, losing both the Electoral College and popular vote by nearly 100 electoral votes and 3 million souls, respectively. Early polling showed Governor Johnson drawing heavily from the GOP, 9-1 against Democrat Obama. Johnson failed, unfortunately, to reach his goal of 5% for future federal funding and more of a share of the spotlight for the largest third party in the nation. He also failed to outright rob Romney in the all-important battlegrounds of Ohio and Florida, and thereby garner even more crucial attention. But he did put a sizable dent in Romney's numbers, as he claimed the most votes ever by a Libertarian candidate, albeit not quite reaching the 1.06 share of the electorate Ed Clark achieved in 1980. But votes are still being counted. Oh, it's no doubt the GOP's political wilderness, and they're doing a little soul-searching. While the Huffington Post, MSNBC, and much of the left-bent media couldn't wait to pounce on the grand old party after losing its bid for the prize yesterday, it submitted the reason being is they're out of touch with demographics and behind the times. No doubt a compelling argument. However, it doesn't necessarily explain their gains and retention in other areas, does it? Republicans held on to the majority in the House of Representatives, even though the Congress suffers from the lowest approval rating ever. The Senate remains in Democratic control, but Republican governors will hold their highest ever 30 governorships. The trend these liberal pundits are referring to is also upended when you realize that the 2010 Republican resurgence was only 2 years ago, and not a lot has changed. More to the point, Republicans hold more state legislatures by far than at any time since 1980. But the biggest fact was Mitt Romney was the epitome of what liberals, libertarians, Greens, and independents think of when they think GOP. End of the drug war. It's in sight. There are some bright spots on the most lackluster election in history, specifically the end of the drug war in America. Colorado's Amendment 64 passed by 209,000 votes and legalizes marijuana for recreational use. It will be taxed and regulated similar to alcohol. Washington passed Initiative 502, allowing for use for those over 21, but growing these lovely buds will require a license. And in Massachusetts, passed overwhelmingly 63 to 37%, was question 3, which according to the Huffington Post, quote, follows the lead of neighboring Rhode Island, which has been bogarting all the medical marijuana in Narragansett Bay since 2006. 3 other states, Oregon, Arkansas, and Montana, said no to all of the above: marijuana, medicinal marijuana, and hemp, even though the latter will create a lot of jobs. Who knows? Maybe there will be a law disbanding the Drug Enforcement Agency itself. Or maybe I'm high as a kite. Capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. See our premium content at amtv.com, home of the AMTV network. This is AMTV, the voice of independence.